Good morning. Mile marker here. Day 26 on the PCT, just north of the aqueduct at Cottonwood Creek. Great campsite, plenty of flat spots, not too much wind. Had a couple extra visitors last night. They were really quiet, using their red lights on their headlamps. So I appreciate that. Sometimes I need to be reminded to keep my voice down at night and in other social situations. So I appreciate the constant reminders. So there's a part of the aqueduct. And the moon behind me. We're going to do about 6 miles, stop and get some water and take a break. And I think we pushed it pretty hard yesterday, doing over 3 miles an hour. So no hurry today, about 15 miles. And then the next day, catch a ride with Trail Angel Molly into Tehachapi. Mile 537, nice gradual incline. Still lots of wind, but not as intense as it was a couple days ago. And looking back, spectacular. Mile marker 538, and the wind continues to blow. Mile marker 539, just passed a gentleman trail named Sasquatch. He says he's part of a tramily of 8. Big group. Tramily is a trail family, and you just kind of meet each other along the way. Interesting. Mile marker 540, and look at that sea of purple. Mile marker 541, coming up on the creek, but looking back, you can really see the purple, and without the windmills. So we've been at this creek, mile marker 541.5, for a little over half an hour. Cooked some food, cooled off in the stream, and the let's see, the Australians are over there, and there's one of the Germans and other Germans. So I was complimenting the Germans. They came in the campsite last night around 10:30, and they used their red lights, and they were exceptionally quiet. And so grateful that they just didn't roll in. And again, I often have to be reminded to use my inside voice even when I'm outside. Mile marker 542, taking it slow, enjoying the views. Mile marker 543, you can see where we got to go up, go over that saddle, and then just at all times we're able to look back and see where we've been, and also those white covered things I need to go. But really cool to see where I was hiking last week. Mile marker 544. It's a nice section of trail, although quite a few washouts. This one's a pretty easy one, but there's been some washouts where you got to pay attention. And you know, I don't think the motorcycles are helping things by crossing the trail. Finishing up day 26 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Went from 535 to mile marker 545, and found a creek to camp at. There's Renegade and Faithful. We passed them at mile marker 26, so they flipped like just about everybody else, and it's kind of cool to be able to run into people like that again. Normally we wouldn't be able to do that. And there's one of the Aussies, the green tent's the other Aussie. There's Incline, 4 Germans and a Scotsman. I think they're gonna make a decision whether or not to keep going, but it seems like a pretty good campsite. Flat, water, warm. What more could you ask for? Just some comments about the trail. You know, about the last 5 miles were a lot of washouts, but also, you know, you see these motorcycle tracks, and they crisscross the trail, and where they cross the trail, it just makes it very, very difficult to pass. So, and I know recreational motorcycle activities is fun, but it's also pretty impactful to the trail. So, anyways, finishing up. Great day. So we started at 7 o'clock and got here at 3. So took our time. And tomorrow we're gonna go to Willow Springs Road to Tehachapi.